that seems like perhaps the most polemic. It seems like the club has thrown me under the bus. That is how I'm feeling. I think it is very clear that someone wanted me to get all of the blame. What do you make of what Mo Salah has said this evening?
Look, I think he is somebody who is very emotional. I think most people in football would say that he has reacted in the wrong way to being dropped. Every footballer is dropped during their career. You have to deal with it. You have to carry on giving 100% in training. And you've got to prove that you deserve your place back in the team. To do what Mo Salah has done is something that very few footballers in the modern age will do. And just to give you an idea of how this interview came about.
Hello guys, Mo Salah is receiving his African treatment from Pundits this time around, you know what I mean? Because now they're saying how dare you open your mouth and express your frustration. As you know, Mo Salah have been bench for 3 consecutive games now from Liverpool. And you know, this guy is a legend in terms of Liverpool is concerned. Even in soccer world in general, he's a legend because he has won almost all the trophies in this world, except the World Cup, you know what I mean? And the treatment he's receiving now is not good. And, you know, because Liverpool are not doing well, they are looking for a scapegoat, you know. And, you know, Africans, when you play in Europe, you don't express your frustration. Once you do it, they're gonna these pundits, you know, mostly white men, will blame you. You know what I mean? Because what they want you to be is to always keep quiet, like a lackey, you know, like a servant to you. That's why, you know, when I talk to people in Africa, like, you know, some people in Africa that love soccer, which is good thing. I don't have a problem with loving soccer, but, you know, they love it to a point that they say our team. They use this expression, we, our team. Even most of them have not been in this stadium before. They don't. Most of them have not been in Europe. They love the game and how the game is organized, you know. But there's no problem, you know. I don't have problem loving this game, but don't say that is your team. Even players as well, you know. Sometimes, you know, when you play for a team, a club like big clubs, you know, even small clubs in Europe, and you think that it's all about the player. It's not. By the end of the day, the glory rests and stays with the club. You are just a footnote, you know. All these players you see that coming out of to play for the club, they are footnotes in the history of the game. If Liverpool win, 20 European Champions League trophies, it's gonna be in Liverpool's name. They only talk about the players if they talk about the season that they won this game. You know, that's when they remember, oh, he played well and won this trophy. And the glory, most of the time, 80% goes to the club. And that's why some of people don't understand. You know, if you don't understand this, you'll be like, oh, this, like we see in Africa, like, oh, this is my club. You know, it's not your club anyway. But I understand why you use that expression. Even though you have not been to this club, you don't even know where it is, you know. But the only thing you know is that maybe my club I support is in England or in Europe, and if you come to England, you don't even know particular location where it is. You know what I mean? Most of them, but they heap praises, you know. And the thing is, our African people, they will see, you know, this kind of treatment is normal. You know, people might say, "Oh, Mo Salah is really not an African," but it's, as far as I'm concerned, he's an African. Even though maybe his family, great granddad came from other part of the world, but you know, he's Africa at the moment, and he's getting this treatment from the pundit, you know, and they are blaming him. You know, the Liverpool are doing poorly. Everyone can see that, and now they are looking for a scapegoat. And remember that this guy won Premier League last season, and they forget about all this stuff. And say, how do you express your frustration, which as a human being, you have to express it at some point, you know what I mean? Because he's not used to, since he started playing for Liverpool, he's not used to be in this situation before, except if you have injury. But without injury, he always plays, you know what I mean? And that's why you see the frustration in his face, which he has right to express his frustration, but they don't want him to say anything, just want him to take it. Even people that say he should take it, they don't take it when it comes to the snap easily. You know what I mean? Those pundits, they snap easily. When they face some difficulties time, you know what I mean? Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel and like our video. Peace.